I'm resetting.
It
Shit.
wasn't.
Wrong countdown.
Yeah.
Well, hello there. I am the professor joined with my student teacher.
Hello, I'm Izumi.
And this is The Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge, released on Xbox and PS2, October 10th, 2009, alongside the GBA game, Pumpkin King. Shoutouts to the Pumpkin King runners. Okay, it actually is coming through. So today we're doing any percent race during the top 2 players. Really top 1.5. This guy's really good.
He says that, but I could choke easily.
All right then. The name of the game is getting through all 24 chapters. We have 5 bosses, 2 mini bosses sort of, and a lot of Disney songs. So get ready to sing along. There will be a little, there'll be subtitles underneath for you to sing along underneath. Do you have anything to add, Izumi, before you start?
All I'm gonna say is the music in this game is amazing, so just get ready and have a great time.
All right then.
And whenever we're ready, let's get a countdown.
All right then. On 1 we'll go, but I'll still say classes in session for legacy raises. So we'll go on 1. 3, 2, 1. Classes in session. So this first chapter really shows us the importance of grouping enemies together, especially when we have a low-level attack as the 2-hit Soul Robber. Luckily, they go down in 2 hits.
And you're gonna notice early on, the first few levels at least, the rankings for the levels is gonna be really important for the money route. This is basically Nightmare Before Christmas meets Devil May Cry, so the ranking screens are going to be pretty much the same as Devil May Cry. And early on, we just got to get a good combo. We got to taunt some enemies. Try not to take some damage.
That's not good. I just collected an item called the Blue Soul. That upgrades your attack and your range. And we don't want that in this specific section because we try to grind money here while Oogie is talking about how he took over the area, despite everyone who took over would have known this by now.
Maybe he has some cameras around. He can tell Jack got back.
And dang it. A 3rd skeleton spawned while Oogie was talking about Oogie Town, but I'll be fine. Okay, good.
The Blue Soul, while it's bad here, will be pretty good in a little while. There's a soul spin attack, which is what you seen Professor doing just there with the Waha. And it starts out pretty weak, but with the Blue Soul, or a charged up Soul Robber, it actually does 8 times its normal damage.
Some unsung programmer over at Capcom, yes, Capcom made this game, accidentally added a 0 somewhere, and now it does sometimes more damage than the most powerful firebomb.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I was talking about, subtitles for you to sing along to. The Pumpkin King
I'm gonna use a Blue Soul here.
finally made it. So right now, Oogie is dropping something called Soul Notes. And since this game, along with the movie, is a musical, we want to use music to attack.
Yeah,
Add some like Sunday school sermon here somewhere.
the normal currency in this game is just called souls. You have basically all the same collectibles, soul-wise, as Devil May Cry, with like blue souls, red souls, and then green souls. But the only one that actually does the same thing as in Devil May Cry is the green soul, which heals you.
Allen on him. So right here is something called a Let's Dance. If you play in the Hatsune no Miku rhythm game, it's pretty much the same thing, but the notes are only in one area. If you get them exactly in the center, you'll get a good, which gives you an exclamation mark count. That's allowing me to get exclamations here instead of in the boss fight like Izumi does.
Exactly. And it starts out pretty simple. You can see that it looks pretty easy for this first boss, but towards the end it gets pretty intense.
Perfect.
Excellent. Not too bad of a difference right here. We got our first S rank.
At the end of the chapters, we get ranked on our time, how much damage we take, how big our combo is, and how many exclamation mark counts we get. In this first chapter, if you perfect the boss, then you get it automatically, basically.
Yeah.
Now, coming up in Witching Hour, we're going to see a bit more friendly faces, like the Corpse Kid. He is my favorite in this run just because I have gotten him down to a science. You'll see later in Chapter 16. Oops, I accidentally hit the A button twice. Now, similar to Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, all our upgrades are gotten at the shops, but there's only one shop here. So
Yeah, if you're late game, you gotta walk all the way back to Halloween Town if you want to upgrade anything. And the soul bonuses for the chapters is the S rank will give you 1,000, an A rank will give you 500, a B will give you 300. You usually won't get under a B for the speed run, but that's why S ranks are so important. It's literally double the money you get for an A rank.
yeah. What I tried to do there, I was going to try to hit them all three of them. That's really difficult. That was a recent strat we've introduced. Originally, we weren't trying to get S ranks in the first few chapters. Now that we've ratted out so many different items, every soul counts.
Yeah.
Especially since extremely recently, when I got the 100% world record, I found Scared Stiff is overpowered. Now, instead of going for the two smaller enemies, I'm going for the Heat Skeleton over here. He has bone boomerangs. So they can, man, I'm not, they have bone boomerangs, so they can really go after you hard.
Yeah, that's what I like to focus down. It's really, really annoying if they end up just destroying your damage for the ranking.
Sometimes the townsfolk don't want to talk to Jack for some reason.
They're
Fun
too
fact,
scared
if
of
you
Oogie
leave this
Boogies.
area before you see that cutscene, you don't see it. But the fact that it takes so long to leave the area and come back down, it's not using any speedrun whatsoever. I'm just going to get a quick refreshing drink of fountain water.
Seems good.
This is one of the first of many
Just missed an
instances
S rank, I
of despawn. If you go away
got
to
an
a
A.
certain area, I think I did that wrong.
So
If
I
you go
missed an
far
S rank
away
there,
from,
but-
similar to Kingdom Hearts 1, if you see your, what's it called, health, that's basically the red command menu from Kingdom Hearts 1. So you can't do anything, you can't talk to people, you can't soul swing, none of that. So I believe my cohort here only got an A rank in the Chapter 2.
I did. So I won't be able to get the upgrade I want right away here, but it shouldn't impede my progress too much.
So it looks like we're going to have slightly different routes. I'm going back to the shop to pick up Soul Robber level 2. That's going to increase grip strength, how long I can do a certain move I'll talk about later, and will increase my damage and increase my combo from a 2-hit to a 3-hit with a long sweeping scythe.
You'll always be our hero, Jack, guaranteed.
So it's 1,800 souls, so we need 2 S ranks.
To the next level. You're always
This could mean the difference, and Professor could take the lead here coming up, because the upgrade's pretty important, but I should get it before Chapter 5, where it's like super important.
Yeah, Chapter 5 is going to be our second Let's Dance, which shout-outs to our arachnophobes out there will not like.
At least it's better than Skyrim spiders.
Oh, Lord. Or Lord of the Rings I saw earlier this week.
Ooh.
That's a giant spider in that game. I think it's worse than the movie Return of the King. Not Return of the King, Two Towers. Because for some reason, the Return of the King game has you play through the 2 towers.
Really?
Yes. I only know that because I saw the run earlier this week on Pace.
Shout out to Pace.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Pace. Now, you see we're not skipping the cutscenes where, like, new characters walk in. Character intro cutscenes, we cannot skip because Capcom.
It's basically the difference between in-engine cutscenes and like pre-rendered ones. If you're a fan of Resident Evil, you'll understand that.
Which this guy is.
Yeah.
RE Outbreak 2024? Question mark.
Nah, probably not. maybe on the 25th anniversary. Or wait, that might have been this year. Maybe on the 30th.
Yeah. 48.
Oh, 32 on this chapter. 40 on the next.
32 combo, and then what exclamation mark? 19?
24.
24. So in the community, we call this move the Homie Hurricane. Shout outs to my baby gravies out there. I named this right after Baby Gravy 2, the album, came out, and no one decided to correct me, so that's what we have today.
Basically, the idea is if you charge up the Soul Robber, you can grab an enemy and swing it around, and usually you'll only get to do this for a few seconds. With every upgrade you can do it for longer, but if you use a blue soul, you actually get infinite grip duration for the entire buff duration.
That also falls into our RNG here because, one, we want them to drop blue souls, but also for some reason, the Homie Hurricane has repossession properties. Repossession is a present we get later as a Santa Jack. And, okay, let me see if I can...
It basically does a taunt and de-oogifies any enemies nearby.
Yeah.
Kind of scares them.
While the inverse is us doing a taunt to oogify the enemies. That causes them to do longer ranged attacks on some of them. On the heat skeletons, they have a homing heat boomerang, and that thing, I swear, can do calculations mid-air and can catch you before you know where you're going.
Big facts.
I'm not scared of the AI uprising, but if it's similar to the heat skeletons in this game, or the... dang, I thought there were skeletons back there. That's not good. If it's similar to the heat skeletons in this game, or the Chuck from Battle for Bikini Bottom, I am scared. I did not get 0.
Oh. Small time loss, small time loss. There's plenty of time to be gained and lost in the middle.
All week I've been teasing Izumi about how he forgot a 0 in an earlier chapter.
And now it's happened. The reverse. But in all seriousness...
It can happen to anybody.
Yeah, in all seriousness, the biggest swing chapter is probably chapter 13, so you want to keep your eye out for that.
Yeah. I'm going to be probably a minute down by the end of this, but trust me, a minute down's nothing until you honestly finish chapter 22.
Yeah, I still need to go over to the shop as well as soon as chapter 4 starts.
Yeah. I luckily got all my S-rank stuff for this chapter, so I guess I did save some time going to the shop now.
Yeah.
Because in the next chapter, you start next to the tree, not next to the gate.
Exactly.
So
I'm
it's
gonna
the little
lose, like, 30
things
seconds.
about this that can save like minutes and minutes over time. Six odd years ago, when I started speedrunning The Nightmare Before Christmas, 6 or 7 years ago, the record was at a 2-hour 48. Now, unofficially, it's 142, but officially it's 145 both by Izumi.
In practice earlier this week, I think it was like 2 days ago, I got a 142, but, you know.
I wish I was there to watch that in person. That was the hypest thing I woke up to that morning.
It was almost like the perfect run. I don't think I'm going to beat it anytime soon.
Yeah. After pace, I'm definitely going to grind to at least get a sub 150. I'm still at 154 on my WR, not my WR, my official PB. My unofficial is 151, which I got first day I was at pace. Haven't beaten it since.
Yeah, you'll get there. You're basically already good enough to get it.
Yeah. My sum of best is like 140, 30 something. Now you might be wondering why all these skeletons are spawning in the graveyard. You're probably not, because it's a graveyard, but next chapter I believe Izumi is on right now.
Yeah, that will be addressed a little bit. You can see a little bit of like gravestones, like right here in the background. There's some little Oogie magic coming up. and a gravestone just like falling down. That's
Oh
kind of
yeah,
what's causing it
canonically,
all.
Oogie Boogie knows magic.
Yeah, don't ask me who taught him, but if you know, let me know.
I'm trying to go through all the books to make a timeline video. All I've learned is that the GBA game is not canon, and books are expensive.
Tell me about it.
Ah, man. So, what Izumi just did, he was climbing that tree, and for our Metroidvania fans in the chat, you might be wondering, why can't I just go to the last skeleton? And the reason is the skeleton doesn't spawn until you capture the fourth one.
Yeah, chapter 3 is extremely linear. You have 5 skeletons, you have to visit them in exact order.
Me and Izumi basically trying to destroy this game this last 2 and 6 years. We have rubbed our heads against every single wall. We have tried to jump against every single wall, and we have not found a single glitch in this game. This is probably the most well-programmed game in existence.
No glitches, but we have found some like minor jumps to save time.
Yeah. What I like to call Kingdom Hearts 1 style platforming, where platforming is not the name of the game, but you can still platform to make yourself go faster.
Yeah. And it does help in some chapters.
Now, originally when we first started running, we used to get 2 golden pumpkins on our route for safety reasons. We both believe we've gotten to the point where we never need to go for pumpkins ever again with our 5 in stock.
Yeah, the first one usually is right here on the tree. And the second one we would grab is just in the start of chapter 12, which is pretty, like, it's like a 5-second time loss to grab.
But we don't even go for that anymore. We're at that high.
It's not even guaranteed to grab either. Like, you have to get a good jump. Alright, visit the shop real fast.
So, fun thing about this game is Capcom pulled out all the stops for this because, in the words of the director of this game, he said he wanted to go into the meeting with Tim Burton as quote unquote the biggest Nightmare Before Christmas fan of all time, to hopefully get Tim Burton's blessing to make this game.
I think he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, it works so well that every voice actor, minus Danny Elfman and Catherine O'Hare, actually came back to voice their roles.
I'm so happy that they got Oogie. That's just my boy.
It's just weird because in the documentary, How the Holiday Movies Made Us Nightmare Before Christmas, it showed Danny Elfman being very wooden, but Prince Humperdinck trying to sing is very wooden as well.
Still sounds good.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
So the voice is the same, but Prince Humperdinck does double duty as a singing and talking voice. Now, as we go on, you'll see Izumi and I start to divulge a bit in our routes. Diverge, not divulge. We diverge a bit. Right now, I stop going for S ranks and I just try to beat chapters as fast as possible. However, he goes for 2 more S ranks than I do to get Pumpkin King level 3.
If chapter 5 goes well, I can get an S rank there, but it's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
But I do like to go for 6 and 7 S ranks, and sometimes I go for 9 and chapter 11, just if I need the extra cash.
Yeah. Me, I go for 11 and 9 just because 9 literally just lets you do it with how much enemies there are.
Yeah. Ooh, I missed one of the gravestones.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
have to get it on the way back.
The reason why they're spawning in the graveyard, despite it being I'm assuming, holy place for the Pumpkin King, the old Pumpkin King, Henry Pumpkin, that's in the book, so don't worry about Henry Pumpkin. But he his final resting place was right under Spiral Hill.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's something I didn't know.
So, canonically, quote unquote, this is a holy place because a king laid his final rest here.
Wonder how many kings were before Henry.
Beats me. Now, as we go through Chapter 4, we find a new enemy that you've probably seen a million times, the Troll Skeleton. They're one of two beefy enemies. The Troll Skeleton can be attacked from the front. The King Skeleton cannot.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to be dealing with King Skeletons a bit later. Until Chapter 19, they're a bit of a pain, but once we hit Chapter 19, it doesn't matter what we do.
Yeah.
Because at that point, we're expending fire like it's no one's business.
Once we're finished with Chapter 18, it's basically just a race to the end.
Yeah. A little bit of 19, but like 19 has gotten pretty good with our runs.
Yeah, and usually for 18, I usually only have to go to the shop to stack up on souls.
There we go. So I go for a despawn route there instead of fighting the enemies because I don't like heat skeletons.
Yeah, heat skeletons suck.
Is that an ad?
No idea. So I'm coming up to the end of Chapter 4 here. I'll be coming up to the boss pretty soon.
So, fun fact, we took over Cheese's and,
Puncation stream.
yeah, we took over Cheese and Puncation stream. If you go to twitch.tv/Puncation, you can actually watch Izumi run solo.
Yeah, apologies to Puncation. It was just left on.
That's not Mario 64.
Feel free to delete the VOD.
Yeah, as a joke, I'm saying this. Punkay sold out, so he's trying to get, 22 minutes worth of ad revenue per hour? Like over a third. But I respect the hustle.
Me too. The actual grind.
Me, I would never put ads on my stream just because I'm not in it for the money. Oh wait, no, this is Jesus.
So I'm coming up to the first fight with the children. We fight them one at a time at the beginning. So the first one you fight is Locke, and you remember how I said the Soul Spin does 8 times normal damage when it's charged up? It actually does double damage to the brats, so that's 16 times, and it can hit a ton of times, as you might have just seen there, and basically took out his entire health bar.
In our testing, our best would be 4, so 4 by 16, that's 64 times damage. Mm-hmm. I'm good at math, but that's not how it works. But times 64 sounds cooler than times 16.
It kinda does. I never thought about it like that. So I'm coming into the boss. Professor's not far behind.
Yeah. All right, everyone, we're gonna play America's favorite game, Dodge That Letter. And he does it! Oh, come on, a bit more applause on that one. My lovely family who actually flew out to watch me. Thank you.
So the reason we want the Soul Robber level up in these early chapters is because when you actually charge it up, you get a little bit of a tornado effect that pulls enemies in, and it's got a pretty short range at Soul Robber level 1. So Soul Robber level 2 is pretty much necessary for the fastest way to fight the spider here.
Where is it? Wow, that's the farthest away I've ever killed him. Let's see if I can get close to the exit.
Yeah, it spawns you in a fixed place after the cutscene anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a way to get a 2-cycle to
There
get the
is,
song.
you just have to be really lucky.
Yeah. 3 cycles basically the best you can hope for.
I don't need no sneaking health.
Alright. I'm gonna focus here on the song.
That's a good, in the spider fight, you want all jumps, because that's basically the fastest you can hope to hit her backside, my bad.
Yeah, that was an amazing start. It looks like I should be good to get the S rank on Chapter 5, so that should make up for Chapter 2 at least.
Dang, I hit all the all the spider babies, and I still got half.
Ooh, nice. You could save some real time if you get the 2 cycle.
Yeah. Yep, 2 cycle.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. All right, you gotta nail it.
Ah. So no S rank for me.
That's unfortunate.
I grew up with the PlayStation 2, or should I say my sister's PlayStation 2. So I have lost time, dang it.
Not by much. It's gonna probably be just this 1 cycle of spiders. So I'm gonna be going to Finkelstein's little lab entrance area.
Oh.
When you see Professor get here, you're gonna hear the best, or like my favorite at least, ambient music in the game. It just goes so hard.
Okay.
Right now in Chapter 6, we're basically trying to get the Dr. Finkelstein, check on what's been going on since we've been gone.
Yeah.
And we're
Well,
going
the
to
story,
find out.
Sally's just like, what's going on with my dad? Oh, by the way, for some reason the Dr. Finkelstein's partner he made in the end of the movie, she's nowhere to be found. She's gone.
Guess he got a
And
divorce.
I am 99% sure he killed her
Oh no.
because he got his brain back.
Wait, he gave her part of his brain?
Yeah, because that's we'll have conversations worth having.
Shows how long ago I seen the movie.
I've already watched it 5 times last month, one of them in theaters with my family. Actually, no,
Nice.
2 of them in theaters. One at California, one in the great state of Texas.
Excellent movie anyway.
Oh, beautiful movie.
So
All
here's a little fun area. There's a 100 soul coin at the end of this pipe, and if you can actually control Jack well enough, you can get it. But the pipe is pretty precarious, and it's easy to fall off.
Yeah.
Let's see if I get it. Oop, just barely.
Luckily, I'm only 900 behind you, so if I really need to, I can flex my quizzing skills.
Yeah. So I just talked to Igor right here. He's standing guard, but we can bribe him, so we just got to get his favorite snack. Gonna go ahead and check the witch's shop. Maybe they'll sell it.
Yeah, but there's no reason that the witch's shop shouldn't sell it.
I'm pretty sure I seen it in stock last time.
Yeah, it was in the back.
Yeah, bone biscuit. Oh. Here's our first tangle with Locke. Just like
Shock.
Oh yeah, Shock, sorry. It's just like in Chapter 3 with Locke's skeletons. Shock has a little enemy gauntlet first, and then we have a little one-on-one later.
The one-on-one, we don't beat up a girl because boys can't hit girls.
Yeah, it's just a little like obstacle course. But we do get to fight Barrel.
I don't like fighting Beryl.
Yeah, Barrel's my boy.
So you see I'm doing a flip while changing. That just saves half a second because when you change, you stop on a dime.
Yeah. I think it saves even more time to flip while you're going through a loading zone, but it's a little bit
And I got the
harder
100
to
souls.
do. All right. So we don't actually get any upgrades in this chapter, and the witches just told us that they just sold the last bone biscuit.
It's funny, if you come here earlier, you do see the bone biscuits in the background, but only for this chapter. There's none in the shop.
Yeah. So they told us they sold it to Corpse Kid, so we got to go ahead and talk to him, see if we can get it off of him. So he wants us to take a quiz. It's pretty easy. The quiz in this chapter is actually set 10 questions, but it is... Sorry, I'm focused on the quiz for a minute. It's actually 10 set questions, but they're in a random order. But you can take his quiz later on, and it selects from a variance of what, 150 questions?
This is how you fight this battle.
Riveting gameplay.
Riveting indeed. I'll hail the triangle button.
I agree. So I've just come to the end of chapter 6, gotten Igor his snack. Clean S rank.
That was a clean fight, even though I dropped the last 2 ghosts.
Yeah, and it looks like you got the combo and the exclamation marks for the S rank as well.
Yep. Coming up, you're going to see the fastest quiz ever.
Which is shown the best.
That's Professor's specialty.
100% I coined the quiz strategy because it was slightly faster than grinding king skeletons, and it's much easier if you know memorization. Now, if you'll look at Azumi's side, you'll see that he is actually getting an S rank this chapter. I don't.
Yeah, I was about to address that. I'm going into a little side area, which Professor won't, but I only need to get an 8 combo and an 8 exclamation mark count. So it doesn't really lose very much time to come over here. It's like 30 seconds for an extra 500
So you only need
souls.
6 questions for that, and I finished them all before he finished his time in the side area.
Exactly.
I have gotten it down to where I've beaten that in under 4 seconds.
Oof.
But that's after like a bunch of energy drinks, so I wouldn't recommend it. Save your liver and your heart, kids. Don't drink energy drinks.
Man, that level 6 IL's got to be crazy.
I need to actually go out and record all my ILs.
I do too.
So coming up is, I don't like this section. I really don't like this section.
What,
I
the
don't know
lightning
what
round in
Azumi's
general?
talking about half the time when he says you can just hold up and you can dodge everything. I do that.
Oh, I think you have to start pressing the jump button. You hold up and then jump just as the bear trap spawns. That's what I usually do.
Oh, there's a jump that he didn't tell me about.
I definitely
Right.
typed jump. You don't have to run it back and show me that I'm wrong.
Luckily, with Discord's new search chat feature, I could pull up the receipts.
Bet.
Ah, there goes my tinnitus. I don't know if I have tinnitus, but my ears are ringing right now.
I fell off the lift. That doesn't usually happen.
I too have fell off.
There's a little bit of a time-saving jump right there. Otherwise, I would have to wait for it to ride all the way up.
Yep. It saves exactly 1 second.
And falling off loses more than that, so. But not much
Originally,
more.
I thought you had to throw the rock close to the gate over here. That electrified gate. Apparently, it's faster to just throw it immediately because you save time not walking slowly and whipping it around.
Right. But you do have to be careful. If you throw it too far to the right, you'll hit the invisible wall instead.
Ah, shoot.
Now this is our little
114.
one-on-one with Shaw. It is dodge the barrel. It's basically Donkey Kong, but you know,
Okay, you're right.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
The Nightmare Before Kong.
Yeah.
Don't sue us, Universal. We already have to worry about Disney. So, as you see here, Azumi is actually dodging all of the balls.
I'm dodging most of them.
I, on the other hand, brute force the entire way up. S rank, this is not. If you have full health at 5, you can kind of just... Dang If you press the jump button right at the last second, you can iframe through like 3/4 of it. If you're lucky, the full thing.
Yeah, we're pretty sure that flipping and doing a stance change as well enhances the iframes, but we're not 100% sure on that.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
If you hear closely, that is actually Phil and Lil's voice actress.
Every single original voice actor, just about.
Oh man, I got 2 of them good.
So I'm coming up to the boss fight with Finkelstein. Oogie has replaced his brain with an Oogified brain. And we get to replace his brain. This is the most unique boss in the game.
In my opinion, the best boss music as well.
Me too, honestly. Like it's really close with this and the final song, but if I'm being honest, like this one goes so hard.
Not to mention, it is the second fastest chapter, or tied with another chapter later.
Yeah.
But it's the second fastest chapter in the entire run, as well as the second fastest boss.
A perfect fight is about a minute long or so. Anything under 110 is pretty good.
I destroyed that gun just for just a couple extra seconds of added safety.
Yeah. All right, I got a 104, pretty solid. Now, getting an S rank in Chapter 8 requires you to do the song, and doing the song actually takes like several minutes to collect all the notes you need, so it's really not worth it.
Yeah.
But I will be getting a couple more S ranks coming up.
And that does that.
But first, we go on a shopping trip.
And for me, a good old green sip of Monster Energy drink.
I messed up the jump off at
102,
the top there. Oh, you actually did really well there.
Yep, world record's 101.
Yeah.
We really want to get minute flat badly.
Minute flat and 59 is just a wet dream.
Jesus!
But I failed the jump off the top level there. Jack's falling speed is actually faster if you do a triple flip, but it's not always really that feasible to do. You'll see a lot more triple flips in Chapter 16.
Nuts.
16 triple flip is really good.
That jump was actually
Oh,
pioneered
you did the same thing I did.
That jump was pioneered by our the creator of The Night Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge speedrun, Paradox AKX. Shoutouts to him, my speedrun mentor.
Exactly. What a lad.
I can hear the stream delay, and it's funny as hell.
All right, so I'm
Because
gonna
it's capturing your screen, but it's capturing my audio.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have enough to get the upgrades I want for this chapter, and I need to have 2,900 by chapter 12, ideally. Yeah. So I'm gonna go for an S rank in chapter 9 and chapter 11.
Yeah. Because chapter 12, originally our last shopping trip was chapter 18, Spiral Hill. But we've since routed that out, so we want to get as much money as soon as possible.
I still visit the shop in chapter 18, but I just fill up on souls.
I guarantee this will take all
Because I just use all my fire souls in chapter 17.
Yeah.
take all that screaming to the next. I guarantee.
Now,
this will
I'm
take
kinda playing
all
with
that
fire
screaming
here,
to the
so-
next level. You're always
The buying an item sound effect is honestly like one of the loudest sound effects in the game.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
I'm playing with fire a bit, so I might have to do a quiz. But Scared Stiff level 3, Scared Stiff specifically has a property where it can drop items upon being startled. So what I've been known to do is try to use that to get red souls. And I don't know the drop rate because it only happened one time in my life. But apparently if you use Scared Stiff level 3, there's a chance you can drop a question mark soul, which can give you anywhere from 1 to 999 souls.
That's the RNG strat, I swear. So,
That is
once you get-
cats only.
once you get... Yeah, I wish they had like a BizHawk PS2 module. That'd be amazing. But once you get the Santa Jack costume, you can farm exclamation marks a lot more safely.
And also, luckily for troll skeletons, when you get spine tingling, they drop 100 souls each.
Yeah.
Well, slightly above 100.
I think I only need 24 combo, but enemies will spawn in that section that I was in just there until Oogie's speech is actually over. So it didn't really matter that I didn't kill them too fast. It's basically an auto-scroller. Now, if you time it right, you can actually dodge the enemies coming out of these pumpkins, and any enemy that comes out of an item will start Oogie-fied, and Oogie-fied enemies will sometimes have more health, but sometimes less in my experience, but they always drop more money. Now this fighting section isn't an auto-scroller, but it is a little bit dependent on where you're at. You don't want to walk around too much because you don't really want any more pumpkins to spawn, ideally. But there's one. Yep, and I missed the jump. Oop. I don't want to take too much damage here.
Those 200 souls, you
fight's
don't
done.
think that helps, but like I said, every soul counts. Oh, what's the combo again?
24, I think.
Yeah. Dang it.
Please tell me it's done. Oop. I don't think I took too much damage here, so I should still get the S rank I want. But if I can get an A rank and an A rank on the next chapter, that'll be good enough too. Oh, actually, never mind. I actually got a ton of money from killing control skeletons this chapter.
Oh, yeah.
I still got the S rank anyway. I basically have everything I need, so I can just speed through the next 2 chapters.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting an S rank here. Shoot.
Yeah,
I'm
chapter
gonna have to
9,
get
it's
a-
pretty tricky sometimes, especially with the combo. They don't really give you a lot
Oh,
of
never mind.
enemies to work with.
Never mind. Game just smiled on me and said, here you go.
I'm glad. I'm wanting this to get a little more even, but it probably will on chapter 13. So I've just appeared on chapter 10. This is one of the shorter chapters in the game. It's about a minute long.
Yeah.
It's basically just hit pumpkin, go to the end.
So yeah, coming up. So this chapter 10, it's called Barrel's Maze. Barrel's Maze. Sweet, I did get S rank. I'm good.
Excellent.
Barrel's Maze.
There are a few, like, you know, there's fences. It looks kind of maze-like.
It's a circle. It's a circle. I will waste 3 seconds every single marathon to show everyone watching it is a circle.
It's a nice circle, okay?
It's only nice because Tim Burton designed it.
Fair.
A few days ago, a review came out that actually linked to an interview about this game. In my 7 years of research, I've never seen that interview before.
When was it taken?
I don't know. I think 2007. Or 2006. In Japan, they love The Nightmare Before Christmas. More than us. They had a premium release for VHS, which I am lucky enough to own sealed. It's humble brag, humble brag. They also had a premium pack version of The Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge, where it didn't fix any glitches because there was no glitches to fix. They didn't fix the cardinal sin where in the Japanese version you actually walk slower, which Japanese PS2 and Xbox disc have the same load times. But just because you walked slowly inside of bosses, Xbox had a slight
Isn't it
advantage.
all combat?
Oh yeah, in all combat, my bad.
Every single combat, you have only like the same walk speed as when you're charging the Soul Robber,
Yeah.
which is pretty slow. Especially when you're trying to skip a lot of combats like we do in the run.
So yeah, thanks to that we run on American.
There's not really much text that would warrant the Japanese version anyway.
They're attacking from within.
Like there
They're
is
attacking
text, but
from
it doesn't display
Love
like
that. I love that
Pokemon.
cutscene. You know what I forgot to get? I forgot to get some nice Mountain Dew from the spring. That good old Baja Blast.
Exactly. Jack's favorite drink.
Ah, shoot. What I tried to do there is when the skeletons are being built, there's no hurt box on them.
Yeah.
So I try to get them closer for my combo. I try to get bone chilling just for the souls they drop.
So I'm coming up on Barrel here. You don't actually technically get a enemy gauntlet with him unless you count the first like 3 floors of the Pumpkinhead, which I think kind of counts.
Yeah.
But we just do the same strat as Locke, and he goes down fast. And then in this chapter, we're gonna get the Pumpkin King level ups, and we're gonna just start sending it.
Yeah. Here we're just clowning around. I'll take the L on that one. I don't want to. For some reason, the ghost decides to go into the foreground to taunt you. He does the choking animation every time, telling us to choke on our runs. But we never do. We have never choked on a single run in our last 2 and 6 years of running. Definitely.
Yeah, right?
So here is where I. Oh, good. That's good. They dropped a red soul.
There's basically just a lot of walking at the beginning of chapter 12, so feel free to pay attention to Professor's stream. Okay.
That was a good dodge. That was a good dodge,
There's
too.
so many dodges that I think are just not gonna actually dodge anything, and I just am surprised when they do.
So for that one specifically, there's a, I don't know, like 1 in 100 chance that the ghost will just run away, which is what you want. You don't have to fight him.
Beryl does what he does best, eating pumpkins.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oop, there you go.
Good.
Excellent. 1 spin. That's what you love to see.
Yeah. It's really hard to do that chapter with without level 2 pumpkin fire, but my level 3 scared stiff. I got an A rank.
So did I.
I'm sad.
Oh, were you going for S?
Yeah. I specifically stopped to get exclamation mark counts at the 3rd floor.
Ooh. I think in that level it's not too much. Where did my money go? Oh, I needed 3,900.
Well, you can always take a quiz.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that real fast.
Let's take a quiz.
I need 300.
If you really need to, I can give you the answers. I'm sportsmanlike like that.
Nah, it's all good. I only need like 300, so I don't even have to do perfectly.
But if you don't do perfectly, then your ego's shattered.
What ego?
Oh yeah, forgot we don't have those. We're Nightmare for Christmas runners.
Snakes.
You're always welcome to give our money to us, Jack. Seriously, the world is Halloween Town is taken over. And you know what the witches do the second you get back? Capitalism. Actually, technically, it's corporatism. There's only one of them. They have a monopoly on the entirety of Halloween Town.
Unreal. Perfect score. I'm taking the pumpkin.
You might as well. You earned it. You have enough?
Yeah, should be enough. It's pretty nice to show it off.
Oh,
I wasn't there was a really high chance I didn't get all the right answers. Corpse Kid was just really nice to me.
I forget, is the first upgrade 1800?
Pumpkin King, it's 12 and then 27.
Okay, I might get a level 2 here then, just for Casino Clash.
Yeah. And I'm also going to fill up on red souls and blue souls real fast here.
This is what I like about racing with Izumi. It's very friendly banter and just us like discussing how can the run be better.
Yeah.
It's not about who gets first. It's just about, showing off the game.
There's so much RNG too. I mean, like, it's not a ton, but RNG plays a huge factor in the time at the end of the run. So even with all the knowledge in the world, like, shared across each other, we're pretty still, like, even.
Yeah.
And we're just about at the same spot here.
Actually, I'm going to have to go shopping.
Well, yeah, but
I do the shopping on the way back just because it's slightly closer. And
missed. That would have been such a hype.
so this is
first
Clown.
present. Somebody attached a rocket to his unicycle.
My betting is lock.
Do you think Clown was just like taking a nap or something?
Does he nap with his unicycle?
I have no idea. I've never seen him get off of it.
Yeah. Probably on the way to the Finkelstein door, I'll take the quiz. There's a frame-perfect trick. You can press the change button right in a moving loading zone, and you'll change through it. It is really hard, does not save time, and it does nothing.
Yeah, it's just cool.
It's my.
Now, just about the same chance as me failing to get the real, like, full 10 out of 10 quiz. Professor has about the same chance as me failing to actually do it correctly.
That's right. Question 5. That's right. Question 6. That's right. Question 7. That's right. Question 8. That's right. Question 9.
So basically,
That's right.
we
Question
just
10.
presented Clown's unicycle to stop him in place, and it stunned him. And
The real unreal.
after talking to the witch, she told us we should probably check with Finkelstein to see if he has a tool we can help Clown out with.
Yeah.
So that is exactly
This chapter
what we're
is a
doing.
lot of walking. I mean, if there's any donations right now, go for it, man.
Exactly.
The stunned silence is very reassuring. Is our run not worth your money? Come to Halloween Town. Come spend your money here.
No, it's because the currency is souls.
There's an IOU paper where my soul is right now.
Who put it there? The Flying Dutchman?
No, actually, the airport. Man, if you're around the time when I was streaming while I was working at the airport, you know there was no such thing as a stream schedule.
Yeah. Don't forget to talk to Igor.
I'm not talking to Igor. There's a secret chapter there. If you talk to Igor, it spawns a spider boss fight underneath the lab.
Yeah, there's 2 secret chapters in this game, and the first one's on chapter 7. If you go back to the graveyard and talk to Sally, you can make the sleeping soup to make the Finkelstein fight easier, and both secret chapters actually give you a good chunk of money for doing them, but they're slower.
Way slower. Originally, actually, I made it to where you had to do Chapter 8 twice, so you have 100%. Then I realized how dumb that was. It didn't matter. That run, I forgot to get the letter off the house. So my first 100% run was invalid.
Damn, the 99% run.
Yeah, 99.9%. I forgot one letter. I didn't know it until like a month after when I was rechecking my VOD for strats so I can go for my first 4.5 hour my first 4.5 hour 100%. Now it's down to 343, which I am sad that was not a 339.
There's always next time.
Oh, there's always next time. Probably 5 streams of Christmas.
Hopefully.
Paradive, Paradive, Paradive.
Excellent.
Sticks the landing.
Textbook right there, right in front of the door.
Yeah.
That should be the last time we're visiting Finkelstein's tower.
We'll see Finkelstein one last time, but for not the reasons you think.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
get hit again.
So I can't explain what's going on under the hood, but just from watching him, it feels like what happens is every time he gets to a quote-unquote junction, he's flipping a coin. And if he fails the coin flip, he does a spin.
Yeah.
And if he gets the coin flip right, he chooses a direction he's facing and goes down that alley.
Yeah, it always feels like a 50-50. So I always cover both exits.
All right, Izumi is starting Chapter 13. I'm about a minute behind starting Chapter 13.
This could change by the end of Chapter 13.
Shoutouts to Neuronium. Oh, wait, I should get my fires after I upgrade.
Yeah, exactly.
Always be our
Over
hero.
10 years ago, I remember watching a certain Let's Play, and it summed up how I feel about bats.
Always be
One
our
word.
hero, dear.
Bats!
Take all that screaming to the next
It's pretty
level.
concise, pretty accurate.
Witch's Shop, the best bargain in town.
Ooh, just barely missed. Now, upgrading your Soul Robber also gives you extra range. I think Professor already mentioned that, but that really comes in handy with the bats.
Yeah. You know, if they cooperate.
Yeah, the first bat usually doesn't give me too much grief, but it is trolling me right now. Okay, there we go.
So, Ecdysis, my arch nemesis, Ecdysis coined a strategy where you switch to manual aiming because it just goes straight out instead of trying to do a weird flippy thing
Yeah.
to capture the bat.
I think the flippy thing is just based on if you're too close to the bat. At least from my experience. But I actually learned the run with the manual aim route.
Hey!
But I no longer go into manual aim.
Oh, bye.
It's just terrible when you forget to switch the aiming mode back.
Yep. I got a fast clown, so that's good.
Yeah.
So, there's also a trick in here that Azumi found, but I made more consistent, called Trash Skip, and we'll get to that later, but I wanted to mention that while I focus on my first bat, and
Yeah.
he goes to a second.
I'll point it out. It's right after the second bat. We get to go for it. If you fail Trash Skip, you just have to fight some enemies, so it probably loses 20, 30 seconds maybe. These are the king skeletons, by the way, so if you fight them from in front, they will just block your attacks. That's why I'm going behind them.
Oh, left bat. Insta-bat.
Nice.
I'll give you time to catch up. Bless you.
Gazoom tight.
So these first two bats are not really the issue. It's the last one, or should I say the last 50?
Yeah, you'll see what he means. Bat number 4 is the swing vote. The other three are basically,
The other three are
pretty
based.
consistent. Okay. And you can kind of see, we want to kind of bait the bats in with a present because they get curious, and then we can surprise them, stun them in the air for a second, and that kind of leads the way for us to grab them easier. So if you're playing the game casually, that's a really nice tip to know. This is Trash Skip. If you jump off of there and you land a little bit further forward, no enemies spawn there, and you can just swing right away.
I was kind of banking on you missing that.
Yeah,
Both the practice races we did, he missed that.
both of the ones you were there for.
Oops. Oh, I'm not doing good. I'm claw gripping right now to Okay, forget this.
Serious time.
He always drops a red soul. I can sandbag that.
Yeah.
You
4.
ideally want 6 red souls for chapter 15, but I can sandbag that. I can use a blue soul there.
Yeah, it'll all work out. Okay, I got bat 3 without much issue.
Good. I'm on to bat 2 right now.
Now, the way we gauge this is kind of it gives us a lot of room. You want to get bat 4 ideally before Oogie's speech is finished. And if it's before the speech is finished, it's pretty good timing.
Insta-bat 2.
That's excellent. I had like just under instant, I think. All right, so let's see if we can get bat 4 pretty fast.
Perfect trash skip. Let's go.
Nice.
I unfortunately didn't get the backflip. We
Oop,
joked
here we
about
go.
me backflipping to do a trash skip.
Yes, bat 4.
Ah.
It could have been probably, I think my fastest bat 4 is probably about 15-ish seconds faster. Like you can get it pretty close to the speech depending on RNG, but
Now we get
any
to see
time
if
before
I.
the speech is over is great.
Now we get to see if I actually get it. All right, so it's flying towards me, so I might get it on the right side. Yeah. Come on.
So more or less the first half of the game is basically just saving all of the townsfolk, and then the second half of the game is basically correcting everything Oogie's put wrong and saving the rest of the holiday leaders as well.
Yeah, because he got all 7 holiday leaders.
Well, 6.
No!
Ooh,
Manual killed me.
minor time loss here.
Minor.
Minor. It's like 30 seconds.
It's like a minute. Yeah, it's more like 30 seconds. So the Independence Day leader is basically America's leader.
I assume so. They never show anything. We're going to see all the cages where he's holding the holiday leaders, but they're all in bags, so you can't really tell who's who. It just says, this is this holiday's leader. I'm coming up to the end of chapter 13 here. We're going on to Mayor's house next.
Okay, make sure to press the black button there.
Mayor's house is the despawn chapter. I do like, I think 3 despawns in this level. And it's a pretty fast chapter overall.
I think you left bats at 59.
Dang, I didn't even see what the timer was. I didn't realize I could just look up.
No way!
Yo, that was even faster than mine!
Holy moly!
That's gonna save some time. That basically makes up for the fall.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah. That was about bat 4 pace that my 142 had.
Oh man, all 3 bats were either instant or close to instant.
That's the exact thing we mean when we say chapter 13 can really be a big swing chapter for time.
Yeah.
So usually some enemies spawn in like trash cans up here, which means they start Oogie-fied and like you can't hit them until they pop out of the trash can when you get close. But by walking backwards and then going to the ramp again, I actually despawned them and can just walk up.
Yeah.
And the mayor has an amazing artistic lock on his door here. Just complete the face.
Azumi didn't explain it, but basically how this works is you unload the world, load the cutscene, unload the cutscene, load the world, and you're still in front of the coffin that never closed.
Yeah,
So,
the coffin's closed from left to right.
yeah. Since
That's the second despawn, by the way.
Since I never updated my position, I'm still in front of the 4th coffin, which is conveniently right next to the door. So, in these 7-minute, 18-second chapter 13, that's
That's
ILWR.
actually insane.
That is ILWR.
Sub 8 is, I don't think I've ever heard sub 8.
That's a sub 730. Holy moly.
All right, we're coming up into saving the mayor. Oogie actually caged him in his own house.
Under house arrest.
Yeah, didn't even put a TV out or nothing. He was just standing there.
To be fair, that's the most punishment any politician's ever gotten.
Damn. So here's the last despawn. You'd have to fight, I think, like 5 enemies if you don't go back outside. I like to call that skeleton Cotton Eye Joe because that's a thin platform. Where does he come from and where does he go? Like, he just digs through.
And most importantly, where did he come from?
That's what I said.
Cotton Eye Joe.
And we're at the top of Mayor's house pretty much right here. So
I think that's the first time I went through all axes with 0 problems.
yeah, that's really hard to do, honestly. So we're coming up on chapter 15, which is the showdown with all 3 brats.
Yeah.
Rooftop Rumble.
So we discovered a strategy from, not a speedrunner, but super player, you would say?
That's an adequate term.
Bullseye Strider, Japanese player of Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge, uploaded a series where he beat every single chapter on Nightmare mode while getting S ranks first try on everything without getting hit.
I can only ever hope to match that at some point before I die.
Yeah. This one specifically we call Fast Brats because the name of the trophy you get if you get all S ranks is 3 brats in a tub. And what he does in the video is he does this firebomb technique, but he also gets enough soul notes to do the Let's Dance. And he perfects the Let's Dance with all exclamation mark counts.
That's exactly what you need. The combo and the exclamation mark counts on anything normal or higher is just get the Let's Dance perfectly.
Yeah.
Now, the reason that kind of works is each brat has their own individual health bar. So a level 3 firebomb does 100 damage. So since I'm hitting all 3 of them at the same time with a firebomb, I'm doing 300, and they actually have 1,000 health after they get out of their bathtub. So it takes 4 fire blasts to take all of them out if you hit at least all 3 a couple of times, and then you can get away with just 2 of them.
Right here, Izumi is in chapter 16, the Deadly Danger Dungeon. He has broke this chapter apart. He has discovered 3 different skips. We'll probably only be able to see 2. Actually, no, he's discovered 4 tricks. And we'll only be able to see 2 because 2 of them are IL only.
Yeah.
But,
the first one's coming up right here in a couple seconds. After this next cycle, there's going to be a skeleton platform to the right here. And usually you would swing over and then go down and then swing up and go to this other area. But it's actually faster if you just do a triple jump with coyote frames and you just make it up.
Yep.
Let's see if I can make it here and you'll see what I mean.
Coyote frames are notorious
missed it first try.
genius. I fell through the boards again.
I missed the first skeleton boost. I'm basically like 95% consistent with that trick, so.
So I fell through the boards.
Stage luck.
I have no one to blame but my controller on this one. Classic gamer move, I know. On my Duke controller, the 45-degree angles are dead zones.
Yeah, it's the most.
So I'm playing
unfortunate
handicapped right now. So I joke with Izumi that he doesn't play with a handicap, but reality is. Well, this might be good because I might be able to get some.
All right, there we go. Got it second try there. And we wait for one
Okay,
more
good. I did
platform
get
cycle.
I fell through the hole again.
That is unfortunate.
Oh well.
There's definitely still more time save and time loss coming up. Especially, I think chapter 22 is another swing chapter.
Yeah. 19, sort of.
Yeah, 19 can be.
Yeah. But yeah. My controllers messed me up twice. So if I win, it's at a severe disadvantage, and if he wins, it's because he cheated.
Yeah, exactly.
I kid, obviously. I love Izumi.
Ditto. All right, so we're coming up on the second spider fight. We don't actually get a Let's Dance for this one, so it's basically just fight the health bar. The ideal fight here is a 3 cycle.
All right, let's see if I can do it right this time. There we go. So I'll still be able to do fast brats, thankfully, because I now have 6 level 2 fire souls. But that's just going to mean I'm going to have to do the Vicky Mendoza diagonal jump.
I'm gonna do the same thing because I use my fire souls on Brett, so
Yes.
I want to refill before Casino Clash, like chapter 17.
That
also-
is the only trick I discovered in this chapter, and I didn't technically discover it. That was found by Digby Dog.
Honestly, it's pretty instrumental. Because otherwise you'd have to spend, I think, 2 extra cycles going down to get the fire souls.
Yeah. So coming up, I'm doing fast brats now.
I'm just finishing the spider fight.
So I'm about half a chapter behind you.
Yeah.
Still anyone's game.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably going to get skeleton boost first try, and that'll save another, like, 30 seconds.
Whoops.
So we get a bit of an annoying skeleton here, but it's a background skeleton.
Ooh.
This guy actually blows out the birthday candle, and that changes where the platform actually goes. So when we get over there, we're going to have to firebomb it. Well, you don't have to firebomb, you can just flamethrower it. Ooh, I missed the diagonal jump. I was a little bit too far to the left. But that only loses 5 seconds or so. 1 cycle. Here we go.
Ooh, I
Grab these
messed up.
fire souls.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that is not good at all.
Alright, you shouldn't lose too much time
Okay.
here. The blue soul should get you through. We go to fire.
Okay, that was fun.
Yeah.
So now I'm going into chapter 16 with 5 hit points. But luckily I'll get a refill halfway through.
Yeah. Right before the boss fight, there's just a line of green souls.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm not going for green platform skip.
I don't recommend it.
So I time it with the music that green platform Izumi has. I can step on it most of the time if I have red souls to spare. But since I don't, I'm going to have to do the Vicky Mendoza diagonal to get over there. Yes, I did name it after an episode of How I Met Your Mother. Love you, Neil Patrick Harris.
So coming up right here, I'm about to do what's called Jack the Ripper Skip Skip. Because when I first started running this, the ideal way was to do what's called Jack the Ripper Skip on that 3rd platform, and it takes you down here by getting a hit. But Jack the Ripper Skip Skip goes from the 2nd platform to that final platform, like you just seen. I kind of just did it really first try, and I was not expecting to get it first try.
Yeah. Jack the
But-
Ripper skip specifically, that was found on my 18th birthday by our Japanese runner, Lily Masks. She has been integral in fighting different strats as well as Izumi. She found a couple of stuff, especially ones to negate the fact that she's running on Japanese and it's really hard to run when you have to slowly walk through each of the battles.
Yeah.
So,
So here it looks like we're fighting Oogie, but at the end of the fight, you actually
What the-
get told it's his shadow again. So the funny thing, me and Professor like that joke, we actually fight the spider more times than we fight actual Oogie. So it should be called the Nightmare Before Christmas Spider's Revenge.
yeah. So, my 3rd B button didn't go off.
Ooh.
So, I have to redo skeleton boost.
Well,
I
that's
don't
about
know
tied
why.
with me.
I don't know why. I'm not that far behind as I was in my practices. I was like 2 or 3 chapters behind in practice.
So we want to throw 3 dice into Oogie to do the most damage we can.
There we go,
And
skeleton boost.
Let's see if I can
Oh!
get this. All right.
So,
So
this
he's on
isometric
1
angle
HP.
sucks.
Yeah, that's the worst thing in chapter 16 is the camera. I really wish this game had a free cam.
I wish this had a free cam regardless about how bad the normal camera is, because this is a Tim Burton game.
It's a beautiful fucking game, honestly.
Yeah, why
So,
can't I look around?
I really wish we could look all around the hinterlands. That is the most beautiful area. You'll see
Capcom.
it coming up
we got
next chapter
ideas.
here.
Call us.
So I beat Oogie's Shadow again, and now I'm back in the town. It used to be thought we had to talk to everybody here before we leave, but it turns out you only need to talk to the mayor and ask him to help the holiday leaders get back to their worlds, and then talk to the hanging tree, and he tells you to go pursue Oogie into the hinterlands.
Both me and Brady Games both got that wrong. So, yeah.
It got cleared up. It's all good.
I'm actually curious. Illimas sent me the Japanese strategy guide for Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge. So I'm curious, once I get that translated, if they actually got that right.
Yeah, that's something to think about. So I'm just refilling on red souls here in the shop, because this is going to be the last opportunity I have. Enemies are going to drop more, but it's always good to leave town with a full stock.
Yeah. There's no reason not to,
Yeah.
because the 45 seconds it takes can literally save you minutes down the line.
It can.
Okay, that was perfect. The best way to do the third hit is right after. Oh, that was perfect. That was a single spin.
Nice.
Basically, it roars, so it's stopped in place. You can't hit it while it's roaring, but if you time it just right, you can immediately hit it right after it's done.
Yeah, that's the ideal strat, because it does that right after it reduces in size enough to do, once it reduces in that size enough to that, it actually spits web 3 times, and it's really hard to get behind it if it doesn't do the charge or the jump.
Yeah.
So getting it right when he spawns there is ideal, because he only does the roar the first time he reduces in size.
How the Vicky Mendoza diagonal jump works is I try to get to the left side of the green, flick my control stick down, and without touching anything, just mash B so I can do my triple jump.
Pretty consistent.
Yeah. Now, up here is a trick he didn't talk about, a candle skip. We're so close to figuring it out. It feels so close.
It's basically not worth it right now, but it could be in the future.
Yeah.
Probably would only save like, 10 seconds maybe?
Nice. I got 6.9.
Nice.
Nice.
If you really just tap the flamethrower button, sometimes you can use a little bit of you can do a one thing attack, and it doesn't use any.
Yeah, but 69.
Flame. But yeah, exactly.
The funny number.
One of the funny numbers. So you might notice, by the time Spiral Hill takes place, the gravestones are toppled again. I don't know exactly who toppled them, but we're not gonna pull them back up. We're
You
only,
can, but it doesn't stop the enemies from spawning.
yeah, and we're only gonna be running through here anyway. It's just a stepping stone.
Aw, shoot. Oh, that was close.
Excellent, looks good.
Jack the Ripper skip is actually very forgiving.
It's really forgiving, but it's also kind of difficult, because if you go too, you can only jump on the third flip in a row. So if you are holding too far to the right, you can actually fall off the platform.
Looks like I'm going to be able to get a, what's it called, A rank, so I can get the Pumpkin King level 3.
Nice.
Okay.
That's always nice to have going into the final stretch of the game.
You forgot, you have to you got to go into your pocket, take the key out, unlock the gate.
I'm used to Resident Evil, okay? No.
Look, they coded it in the game where you can just walk up to the NPC and hand them some biscuits.
Yeah.
They can do it to where you can press the A button and you can unlock a gate.
Yeah. A little bit of fun, though.
That's another way I like to style on Izumi. I can time the song to where I can do my Fire Blast without getting hit by the guns.
Sometimes I do it and it connects with them, but I still get hit on the first frame.
Dang it.
Oop. The cycle should not have hit me right there, but it doesn't really matter.
Aw, sharing is caring, Oogie. Thank you.
So I'm coming up the spiral hill, and I don't remember this mechanism from the movie, but apparently, if you put in the holiday doors, spiral hill extends. Maybe this is just like an Oogie magic kind of locking device.
Ah, so close.
This is one of my favorite boss songs too.
When I was younger, I thought when he mentioned the maze, he was mentioning Barrel's maze, which as a kid dumbfounded me because that maze is not hard.
Yeah.
Congratulations, hero, you defeated my shadow. Now, coming up is the longest chapter on Izumi's side.
Yeah.
Dang it, no sub 2.
It's pretty long. Actually, I'm going this way. Too much muscle memory. It's pretty long, but it's kind of usually pretty easy. There's a little bit of variance where it can go a little sideways, but
Yeah.
not a big chance for that.
No, I don't want.
Yeah.
Oh I just want to get a drink.
I always have that issue.
Oh
They
my
have
God, I
them
just want a drink.
perfectly spaced.
I just wanted a drink. I wanted my Baja Blast.
Didn't even talk to Behemoth. Shake my head.
Behemoth is his favorite character.
Behemoth is the best character. What do you mean? No.
Another reason I don't find the GBA game canon, you find his axe before it goes into his head.
You'll always be our hero, Jack.
Never mind, I am 126 off.
Rip.
Which is shop, the best bargain in town.
I'll live with level 2.
Yeah, level 2 is more than enough to beat it. It's just nice to have level 3.
You are all
I could have gotten Cold Front, but I'm not doing it. Okay, originally I was going to do a little bit where I did a Heya with Cold Front.
Yeah.
It sucks. I don't do it anymore. It sucks.
Cold Front is pretty much like 15 seconds slower than just soul spinning with the blue soul for the Fire King.
Yeah. And it only saves 2 seconds in Chapter 19 because that's the fastest way to do the pumpkin door.
Is it?
Yes.
Does it hit all 3 at once?
It hits all 3 at once.
Oh.
And then it does enough damage to where you can hit them with your scythe, and it will defeat all 3 ghosts.
So we only put 4 holiday doors in to extend Spiral Hill. Apparently St. Patrick's Day and Independence Day aren't important enough for Spiral Hill to require them. But now we get to go and collect the Oogie magic doors, and then we can replace them for the real holiday doors, swap them out, and that'll be
I think it's just
chapter
because
19
those 2
through
chapters.
21.
I think it's just because those 2 holidays are the only 2 that encourage over drinking. You know, if I got that if I didn't get the blue soul in chapter 1, I probably would have had enough for level 3 soul robber. See what I mean? Little things in the beginning of the game can affect you all the way down the line an hour and 20 in.
Yeah, this game is very temperamental sometimes.
That doesn't sound like there's a fire alarm going off.
Nothing major. So we get the Halloween Oogie door, and we actually do Thanksgiving third, and there's a ton of enemies in the Thanksgiving door, so there's plenty of actual time for getting extra souls. What's up? Damn. Ooh, you got both?
Guess who,
What happened? Oh no!
What the dog doing? Karma.
I almost
Karma
went the
is a
wrong way.
funny thing.
I almost went the wrong way. Oh yeah, shout out to My Name is Earl.
This is the
So-
funniest thing that could have happened all week.
Basically, for anybody who's confused right now, you have to talk to Zero's grave at the beginning of chapter 18 when you come to the graveyard, so he can lead you to the old key to access Spiral Hill. And if you forget it and go all the way back to there, you waste probably like 2 minutes.
All week I've been joking about it.
I
And
was
it actually happened at GSA.
I was literally planning on reminding you, but I just completely forgot.
I forgot too. If you couldn't tell. So he won.
That's not guaranteed.
You're 5 minutes ahead of me. You won.
You're giving up too soon. Like I said, Christmas Town can just destroy me. My last practice run, Christmas Town went absolutely horrendous.
The last time something like this happened in Kingdom Hearts 2 rando competitions, I was 2 hours into my run. I had a proof. I had one more proof than my opponent, and this was before they did the English patch for Garden of Assemblage, so I couldn't read anything, but that was okay until I tried to go to the world map in Space Paranoids, and there's no world map in Space Paranoids. It just takes you to the title screen.
Uh-oh.
I didn't save,
Ooh,
so I had to DNF.
That's terrible.
I was so... I probably could have made it to semifinals, honestly. I haven't competed in KH2 Rando since. I still play it.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be a time. So,
I see you're just having a grand old time over there with the troll.
Yeah, this is one of the last actual applications of the Homie Hurricane here. And it is pretty much the fastest way to get through the Thanksgiving Day door because there's like 100, 120 enemies that spawn, something like that. And the enemy you swing around during the Homie Hurricane, he takes damage. So swinging the troll around is the ideal thing, unless you damage him beforehand and pick up his club to do the Homie Hurricane with.
Yeah. The club doesn't go away until you drop it.
Yeah. And the club actually counts as an enemy in terms of the combat still going on.
That was close. I almost got the letter too. Man. In Hundo, you actually pick up that letter in the first section, so
Yeah.
I don't think about it in this section until it's too late.
Yeah. The really, like you said, one of the trickiest things in Hundo is remembering to grab the letter in Jack's house because it's so out of the way compared to any of the speedrun routes.
I just do it during Chapter 7 secret because where else am I going to do it?
Yeah. So I'm coming up on the final Oogie door here. This one's pretty fast.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is the real long one.
At least start the hinterlands before you finish it.
Yeah. Right after the hinterlands, we got one of the final bosses, Fire and Ice King.
Which I swear is an Imagine Dragons album.
Should be. But I think this is one of the only bosses, except for the Brats, where it's multiple enemies. But these are actually multiple, like, threatening enemies. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Brats have a varied enough moveset that they can be super annoying if you don't lock them down.
You saw earlier when I was fighting them.
Yeah, Barrel's like the ranged guy. Shock has like crazy just magic stuff that is super annoying. Lock is pretty easy to dodge though.
Yo. That menuing, if you do it just right.
Ooh.
Aural bliss.
So I'm staying as Pumpkin Jack because we're gonna destroy the Ice King first when it comes to this next chapter, but it doesn't start until I put the holiday doors in.
Alright, so I'm about a chapter behind. I'm catching up a bit. My chapter 18 minus that was actually pretty fast.
Yeah.
Now, just listen.
Yeah, this is a really nice ambient track too. But I love the art style of the Hinterlands, where it's just like it looks drawn and it looks nice, but it also looks really stylized, and I love it.
It's supposed to represent a soulless coloring book, but when you return the doors, life returns to the forest.
I'm gonna try and go presentless here. Ooh, he blocked me. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That's probably gonna be like a 38.
I'm going to try to go for sub 35 in that chapter.
Anything 40 seconds or under is about as fast as you can hope to do Fire and Ice King.
Yeah.
Fire and Ice King is the fastest chapter. Yeah, it was like a 39, I think. It might have said 35, but I couldn't read it fast enough.
My world record is a 31.
Oh, it's a 31 now? I thought it was still 34.
Oh, no. Well, 31 IGT 34.
Yeah.
IRL. Which for individual chapters, we actually go for in-game time, which is the long-winded reason why we have
Accidentally
HDD
hit
instead
another loading
of
screen.
disc. Because originally we ran on disc for PS2, and then July 4th, 2020, I bought an Xbox and found out that the load times were fast as hell. And then the controversy with Shift's ketchup disc video, which we did not put ketchup on our disc. I promise you we did not do that. But we found out that disk drives were faster, and the fastest disk drive actually burned rings into your disk.
Yeah.
Sometimes permanently destroying them. So we tried to make it to, we encourage runners not to use a Samsung B drive, but it just turned into the fact like we can't just stop people from using it.
Yeah.
Because it's a $100 console. We can't ask people to just, oh, you don't have it, rebuy another console.
Right.
So after a night of testing a bunch of different disk drives, we decided, hey, let's just do IL HDD for because that just lowers how much time you have to.
Yeah, and as long as it's a stock Xbox HDD, it's gonna be pretty consistent.
Yeah, and then we're like, wait a minute, why should only IL be HDD?
Yeah.
And it was just a lot. Oh, good, they dropped a soul. It was just a bunch of back and forth, and like, well, the way to make it the most fair and the most consistent is to make everything HDD, because it made no sense to make full game runs disc and then ILs HDD.
Yeah.
I told that in probably a minute. That was probably a year and a half worth of discussions, testing, research, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, it was really annoying. I actually did a little bit of like cheat engine digging around to see how the game works on PS2 at least, and the timer literally starts. It's a whole frame timer that starts as soon as you hit new game, and it literally does not pause whatsoever until the final screen loads.
Yeah, because way back before I even started running this game, we used to go by in-game time. But DICE has found out that that was way too inconsistent between different PS2 models. So we just did RTA.
Which basically is kind of the same thing, but better. The way that this game's timer works, it's basically RTA.
I'll have enough for Chapter 22.
Yeah, you should get a couple drops during Thanksgiving as well.
I wouldn't be so sure. I have not been getting fire drops at all during Thanksgiving.
I usually get at least one, but it is pretty random.
Yeah.
Chapter 21 here is pretty uneventful.
Yeah.
We're just putting the rail holiday doors back into their right spot. And like in Chapter 12 and Chapter 14, it's pretty easy to do this level with 0 combat, if you know what you're doing.
Hell, even in Nightmare mode, it's 15 combo, 4 exclamation mark counts. Like,
Yeah.
it is an extremely chill chapter. I think it's the lowest for it's tied with Fire and Ice King. But only 15 and 4 exclamation mark counts. It's just, you can get that in one set of enemies, even on easy mode.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you have Sandal Jack. It's a little bit more tricky when you have to taunt them right up close, but when you have the Santa costume, it's really easy to farm the exclamation points. Oop, got the drop. Let's go. There's a secondary path on the top side there, but it's a trap path that leads you back to the entrance.
Riveting gameplay.
Yeah. Had to be at least one trap path. Tell me how the Hinterlands is just a better natural maze than the literal maze that Barrel like tried to make.
Oh, you want to know? I'll show you after I'm done with this boss. Not this boss, this battle.
You gonna bring up the map again?
Oh yeah. People need to see this map.
That's fair. The map is very unintuitive. That's all I'll say.
Unintuitive's not the half of it.
So I'm in Christmas Town. The main decider of things for Christmas Town is really whether or not you get the right train cycle. The train can be really annoying.
Well, that wasn't.
Oh, I missed
The troll
first.
skeleton died before I could finish.
Oh, I barely messed it up. So since I missed the first train cycle, I'm gonna have a little bit slower of a chapter here. These enemies are funny because they actually have no iframes, so you can just flamethrower them and they just die almost immediately. Really good for combo as well.
Which I showed that to Bullseye Strider, and he's like, dang, that was actually an easier way to get S rank than trying to do soul spins on Trick and Treat.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and get this train the second time here. And this is basically what I meant when I said chapter 2 can be a swing chapter. The train can just absolutely destroy your pace. It's easier to get on it from this side up here. I missed it again. Okay. I'm just gonna go to the other side. We're basically collecting a bunch of ornaments and stuff to put on the Christmas tree. Oh, I got the red one.
It's a 1 in 256 chance if you get it on the first tree.
Yeah.
And my
think that was the
100%
fourth one
has it
I
on the
did.
last tree.
I think that was the fourth tree I hit right there.
Luckily, I had my second failed attempt to mastery percent. Mastery percent is the hardest speedrun of this game, hands down.
300%.
No, mastery percent. At least in 300%, I don't have to fight the final boss without getting hit.
Oh,
On
yeah,
Nightmare mode.
mastery's all achievements, isn't it?
Yeah.
I keep getting those conflated.
Yeah. 300% is just easy, normal, nightmare. 100%. I haven't done that yet. That is like a 20-hour speedrun. I am not ready for that yet. I nearly died when I did PS2 Fecta.
I don't think anybody's really, like, would want to do that to themselves.
You know who I am? I'm the person who willingly plays all 3 Sly games on PS2 just because I don't want to get a Korean version of Sly 2.
Fair. Alright, so I'm at 3 of the 5 ornaments here. I still have to catch the train going the other way and get the star, and then I have to get the blue ornament from the other house.
Alright, I'm about to finish up Hinterlands.
Nice, nice, nice.
I got an A rank, wow.
Alright, here comes the train.
All I needed was exclamations for an S rank on 19.
Oh, nice. The funny thing is, if you get at least an A rank, oh, I can't believe I just missed it. Okay, I get to go for one more cycle. The funny thing is, if
Yo.
you get at least an A rank on any chapter, you get the statue, and on chapter 13, if you get the statues, it loses time because it gives you 4 of them.
Let's see what I got. 37.
Not bad. I think I got a 39.
I wanted 32, man. I wanted that 32. Alright.
Those ILs are really hard to beat.
We're in that, we're in the end game right now.
Yeah.
This is...
Hopefully I don't miss the train again.
Do I have permission to laugh if you do?
Yes.
Dang it.
Well, the last time I missed the Soul Robber swing, so okay, I got it. So that's exactly what I mean with Christmas Town. The train is the most annoying part of the level by far.
Oh no!
But
Oh no!
Christmas Town does have some good music.
It's amazing how they were able to take songs that had substantial feelings in them, like Sally's song, where it was a slow, sad song about wanting someone you love that doesn't recognize you exist, to a hopeful damsel in distress song.
Yeah.
Or how they turned What's This into this whimsical, magical, like, what is this? What is this amazing place to, oh no, we need to save it.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
It's just, and like the Casino Clash song is basically Jack versus Oogie instead of Oogie versus Santa.
Yeah.
But it still goes really, like both versions of the song goes so hard.
Well, all three versions.
Yeah, true.
Technically.
The
'Cause-
third version with chapter 1.
Yeah.
All right, so I just finished getting all of the ornaments, and now I talk to the elf over here and finish the chapter out. The professor is not far behind me.
Especially if I can get all three both trains perfectly.
Yeah, that could really save you some time.
Yeah. All right, coming up is we discovered this 3 days ago. Basically soul spinning the train.
It's really difficult to pull off well, so I might finish it off with fire.
Do you have fire left?
I should.
I still have level 2, so
Yeah, I have 5.
I should only have 1 right now.
But the train's hitbox is active, or well, the hurt box is active the entire time it's out on screen, so.
And not
it's
just the front of the
really-
train, the entire train.
Exactly. You could just run into it from the side, so it's really easy to take damage and just get knocked over.
And the
And you got to be pretty close for the soul spin to make contact.
so what I've learned to do is do a double hit because that keeps you in place. Zumi goes for the scythe. He's crazy.
I'm not trying to go for the scythe. It's just hard to do the double hit and then spin without hitting another one. I guess I got to spin it a little faster, or earlier rather.
That's what you want to see. You want to get half the train's health down before you go for the second soul spin.
All right, I'm gonna save fire for 24. It looks like. Still get the 1 cycle.
You want to try to get a 1 cycle. That's the fastest would be. I was in chapter 23 mode.
Oh, rip.
All right, that's 1 blue soul gone. So Azumi's in the final chapter. I'm about to hit Christmas Town. I just turned in the Easter door, so this is where it gets fun.
Yeah, it's not super easy to die here, but it's very possible.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no world record at GSA.
All of the Let's Dances just basically have no punishment for missing a note, but in the final finale here, anytime you miss a note, you take 1 damage. And if I didn't do the quiz, I would only have 10 health, but you always get a full heal before the Let's Dance starts on this chapter, so I should have 12 hits to work with, but usually we pretty much don't mess it up.
And for really jonesing for health, we can always use chapter select strats where if you select the chapter, it gives you a full heal.
Yeah, and it only takes, like 2 extra seconds to select the chapter?
Yeah. It is very situational, but when you need it, it helps tremendous, especially in Hundo. Especially in Nightmare Hundo. If you want to talk about
You can just see the damage from the charged up soul spin on Oogie's health bar. I think he's got 1,800 health on easy.
Yeah, and then each foot has 250 health?
I think it's
200?
150.
150.
Because it's 2 fire blasts, I think. But each foot has a separate health bar, so once you start damaging one, you really want to stick to just damaging that one. There's an alternate damage condition with the gas vents up at the second level, but pretty often that's slower.
First try train.
Ooh, that's gonna be good. Go for the other train right away.
Then I jump down here. Check that one. Ah, man. Then after checking those two, I should have just enough time.
That was a clean third knockdown. Didn't even get hit.
Just enough time to catch the train right here.
Firebomb for style. Alright, I'm coming into the Let's Dance section. I think it's like 2.5 minutes here.
Yeah. But you want to get ready on time on Izumi's section.
Yeah, I'll call it at the end. It's on one of the final right input in the Let's Dance, but I will call it, and I'll give you a quick heads up. If I hit every note and don't miss any, it'll be on combo 124.
Yeah. Which on normal and nightmare, you need to hit every single one to get an S rank and get 80 perfects.
Okay, it's gonna be on 123. I missed the first note. This is also one of the best boss tracks. It is phenomenal. It's just a perfect climax, and it feels like it's got so much weight behind it.
Yeah. Yo, third try red ornament. I
Nice,
should be
nice.
done with this chapter in about 2.5 minutes. Just enough.
Oop, missed the combo. We're about halfway through the song here. This is an Xbox exclusive camera angle, that zoom in on Jack there.
Yeah. We don't know why.
Maybe the Xbox just had more room or something.
That was a perfect trick and treat.
Yeah, I think that was way better than mine.
Yeah, I did the double kill both times. So I won't be able to use any of the. I won't be able to use the fire strat on the merry-go-round. However, they have so little health, it doesn't matter. Let me get here. Riveting gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it looks like we're in the last verse for Izumi.
Just about. All right, in about 30 seconds or so, I'm gonna call time.
Yeah. So I try to run away from the merry-go-round just so it'd throw it as far as possible so it's less walking back to the elf.
And time.
146.54, sub 150. That is amazing.
Yeah. Just like a minute off a world record here.
Yeah.
Pretty good time to get. And Professor is not far behind here. You might even get the sub 150 here.
No,
You don't think so?
it's 147. The final chapter, 6 minutes.
That's fair.
I could. PB.
It's okay. It's okay for me to hope. But yeah, you could get a PB for like at least officially here.
Yeah.
All right, let me run to the end screen here. Got the SAS rank.
Woo! So- Love their voices. This can't be happening.
Yeah, the timer actually goes until you get to this screen and it fades in. So that entire cutscene playing there, even after I called time, was like ticking the internal clock. That's why it's a little bit different. Ooh, not bad. You should still get the one cycle here.
No, I know I can.
The funny thing is these enemies actually have level 1 health, so they're the exact same strength as the enemies in level 1. Ooh.
Ah. Get over here.
Perfect
Nope,
dodge.
not getting away from me.
Let's go. Let's go.
So even Santa Claus is voiced by the same person in the movie, despite him being in 3 cutscenes, and that's it. And him begging for his life. All right, Holiday Trash Hill. I really could go for a PB right now.
I think you got it.
So yeah, we're just waiting for my slow butt to get done with this. Still, it's better than most of the time because usually way back before I got my 154, I would not get sub 2s.
It's kind of difficult until you get the route down. And you're basically only going to get sub 2 on Xbox for the most part because the PlayStation load times actually add like, what, 10 minutes or something?
Yeah, if you have to get extremely lucky to get a sub 2.
Yeah, across the whole run, the loads are crazy. So
There we go.
something interesting to note that you might have seen throughout the entire run is you can charge up the Soul Robber by holding the button, and if you do the little like dodge flips, it still continues charging.
There we go.
Nice. It'll still continue charging, and you'll be able to move faster than that little like slow walk that he does.
Ah, that is not what you want to see. Next one, I'll do the.
Still could be a 3 cycle here, because
I could definitely 3 cycle. Oh! Oh, this is not going good.
yeah, Oogie's hurt box is really, really annoying on this fight. His main form of damage is just walking.
That's why you want to see him doing the roar.
Yeah, the roar will give you a little
Do
bit
the
of
roar.
time to. Yeah. It'll give you a little bit of time to get in some damage before you have to dodge the debris coming down.
If I'm lucky, he'll drop a blue soul here.
If you're unlucky, he'll drop a red. Or nothing. His legs can also drop items. But
As you see there.
that's just a health. One more.
Yeah, I got this in 3. There we go.
All right. Coming up on the finale here.
Yeah. I'm actually going to take my headphones off so I can hear this better.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put my mask on. All right, we got it for the one finale.
Let's dance.
The best low effort brat cosplay you've ever seen.
It's payback time. Is that all you got to say?
Debatable. That's what I was concerned about. And I got like the cloth bits over my eye. A little blurry. It looks like you're still doing pretty perfect.
So we can see which one of us grew up with Guitar Hero.
Well, I played Guitar Hero when I was younger, but I never got good at it.
Well, between me and my sisters, I was the one that got
Well, aren't we confident? Well, I'm feeling angry and there's plenty left to do. I fought your most unwelcome help and now I'm after you. Even if you catch me.
Yeah, I'm trying so hard not to sing along with this.
This ends here. I'm laughing to death.
Last verse.
I'm the Seven Holidays King.
You're king of nothing.
Let's go.
So that is the Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, let me get my microphone on.
Yep.
So that is the Nightmare Before Christmas Oogie's Revenge, released on Xbox and PlayStation 2. A Devil May Cry rhythm game with Metroidvania elements. It's a weird mishmash of everything you could imagine in a game, and it just works so perfectly.
Got the S rank too.
And honestly, if you've never given this game a shot, I can't legally condone emulation.
But yeah, definitely play it.
But yeah, it's pretty cheap as well. It's like $20 for a complete copy on Xbox and and PS2.
I'm
Yeah.
so
I really want to let this last cutscene
me.
play out.
for causing you
But
trouble again.
yeah, do you have any closing remarks, Izumi?
This time.
Not too much. Like I just want to reiterate again, this game is absolutely a gem, and I don't feel like enough people really know about it. And we at the speedrunning community are super welcoming, so if anybody seems interested in trying to pick up the run or anything, you can ask any questions in the Discord. Everybody'd be happy to help you. And I guess just shout outs after that.
Yeah, your shout outs.
Shout outs to all my streamer friends. They always are really supportive of me. Black Shadow 993, the Bone King, check him out.
Bone King,
Shout
yeah,
out to Professor, of course. The Oogie's Revenge community, the Outbreak speedrunning community, the Resident Evil Outbreak speedrunning community is where I got my start speedrunning. So big shout outs to them. And also shout outs to EBM for jumping my car. The battery actually died like 2 days ago, and he ran over to the hotel and helped us out. So big thanks for that.
That was my bad.
No, go ahead.
For my closing remarks, honestly, play this game. It's such an amazing game. It is my favorite game of all time, if you couldn't tell. And I guess shout-outs, it's a pretty long list. It's 6 years in the making for this, so I have a lot to people thank. Shout-outs to my friends back at home in Texas, Bilsterbugs and Rython. Y'all are the coolest people ever. You're the reason I speedrun today. Shout-out to my artist in Brazil, Fruit Lily. She made the awesome poster that you saw on Twitter and the Pace Discord, if you saw that. Shout-outs to Canuck and Demons from Canada. They're my Scott Pilgrim homies. They keep me going. I was going to stop streaming in 2020, but I'm glad I didn't because of them. Look where I am now. Shout-outs to the Sly Cooper, Scott Pilgrim, Nightmare Before Christmas, and the SpongeBob speedrunning communities. All four of them are just home for me, and I could not be good at these games without them. Shout-outs to my speedrun mentor and the person who got me into speedrunning, Paradox AKX. I'm so thankful that I'm here for you, with you. And finally, shout-outs go out to my family for actually flying out here from Texas to watch my first live run. Thank you so much to my mom, my sister, and my brother-in-law for flying out from Texas just to see this. And there's one more I'm missing.
While you remember, big shout outs to King J as well for putting on that insane 70-person, 70-star relay. That was a insanely fun time.
Yeah. Shoot, who am I missing? Oh, yeah. Thank you for the two people who got me into speedrunning, my two heroes. I met one of them this week, Shift. Such a cool guy, such an amazing guy. And also Bloody Biscuits. He's the reason I speedrun today. Those two have got me into it 7 years ago, and 7 years of work has gotten me right here.
And definitely also shout outs to